I guess you love movies. I do too. Hi guys, and welcome back to another movie review. It has been a little while since my last video, 2 weeks in fact, since my BlacKkKlansman review. I haven't had much to review recently, haven't had much to talk about in terms of movies. I've been quite busy in the general scheme of life. But today, I'm going to be reviewing A Star Is Born, directed by Bradley Cooper, also stars Bradley Cooper, Lady Gaga and Sam Elliott, and is the story of an aging rock star who seeks out and finds an emerging talent, played by Lady Gaga, and when he takes her out on tour, and she becomes a star, and her stock begins to rise, his own problems with alcoholism and drugs, and his own self-destructive nature send him on a downward spiral. So what did I think of A Star Is Born? Well, I'd heard about this movie, I heard a little bit about it, but the buzz has been very, very good. The hype has got it to a point where I had to go see this movie. Heard a lot of great things. A lot of people had said a lot of good stuff about this film. Lady Gaga's performance specifically. So going into this movie I had high expectations, and I've got to say that it met them. This is a fantastic movie. And this isn't a story we haven't seen before, but Bradley Cooper does something very great with this movie, and I really have got to talk about this. So, what do I like about this movie? Well, the performances, what you've heard, it's all true. Lady Gaga is phenomenal. Okay, she's absolutely phenomenal. There's always been something about her that I've always thought that she would probably be a natural actress anyway. Obviously, most musicians have theatre training. I do not know if she does. I have not looked into that too much. However, she is naturally a talented actress, and she's exceptional in this movie. Not just when she's singing. When you expect her to hit it out of the park, she does with her amazing voice. And she is an exceptionally talented artist, even if sometimes you feel like the glamour and the clothes sort of take away from her talent, which this movie gets into in some sort of symbolic way. But she's always been talented as a singer, but she's exceptional in this movie in the singing sequences, as you'd expect. But she's also gives a fantastic performance in this movie, well-rounded, and she's, the emotional peaks and troughs of her performance. And I really enjoyed seeing her in this movie, and I thought she was fantastic. Bradley Cooper is excellent as well as this aging rock star. I really enjoyed his performance, but specifically the performances of both of them together in scenes. They have exceptional chemistry, some really intimate moments between the two, and I think they give one of the best sort of romantic duo performances that I've seen in a long time. I think that their relationship and their sort of emotional connection throughout the film is very, very powerful, and I really enjoyed that a lot. Also a performance that's almost going to get no praise because everyone's going to talk about the main two leads, but Sam Elliott, who plays Jackson Maine, the rock star in the movie, Bradley Cooper's character's brother, is also exceptionally good. There's some really emotional scenes with him and Bradley Cooper in the film that I really enjoyed a lot, and I thought that he was excellent, and he definitely deserves some credit because he deserves a supporting actor nom as much as anybody. So yeah, I'm going to give that guy some praise. Also, the direction is exceptionally sure-footed and well done, considering this is Bradley Cooper's directorial debut. He knocks it out the frickin' park, okay? There's some great shots in this movie that are going to stay with me for a long time. Specifically some close-ups that I really, really like. But this movie's really well shot. Obviously Bradley Cooper isn't the cinematographer, but he is the guy with the visions putting this movie out to you guys. And I think he did a really good job, and I think it's really assured. And I don't think it feels like a first movie directing. I think that Bradley Cooper did a great job, both acting and behind the camera in this movie. The music, let's get on to that because it's awesome. If you haven't heard Bradley Cooper sing, go see this movie because he's very, very good. I really enjoy a lot of the songs in this movie, and there's so many variations in music in this movie in terms of tone, and it really works. I really enjoyed this movie in that sense. The music is fantastic, specifically like the opening few musical sequences when they're at concerts. You really feel like you're right there in the middle of that band, and you can really feel the sort of the energy of a concert and the energy of a gig. Specifically, the first gig that Ali and Jack do together. They're the characters' names for Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. The first gig they do together, where she's like dragged on stage, is phenomenal. It's by far the best musical scene in the movie, I think. The last scene will get all the love because it's the most emotional, and it's amazing, don't get me wrong, but that was the one that really made me realise how good this movie was going to be. There's very few negatives really with this movie, I would say. I'd say the only negative is possibly the middle portion of the movie, is the sort of the pacing dips a little bit, and it's a little bit muddied, becomes a little bit more melodramatic, but the first act and the last act are so good that it kind of means that it's not a problem. I guess the middle act is a sort of building act for their relationship, and it's okay, and it works, and it's good, but all of the best moments you're going to remember are from the beginning and the end. Top movie overall, though. I really enjoyed it. But what I really enjoyed about this movie, and I thought that was really, really good, was like how Bradley Cooper sort of looks at individuality, and how he looks at how we make things our own, and how that makes us who we are, and how he looks at that in musical sense. Because there's a brilliant line of dialogue from his brother that he says to Lady Gaga in a very very emotional sequence, that music is just 12 notes and an octave, and it's all the same. It's the same story over and over again, and the only thing that an artist can do is see those 12 notes in a different way. And it pretty much just shows you that all you have is what you can do and what you can bring to what you're doing. And if you don't bring that individuality, then you're always going to regret it for the rest of your life, and you've got to be who you want to be. However cliched that is, I really liked the way Bradley Cooper did that, because this movie's been done. This movie's been done literally 4 times, and this story has been told, but I doubt it's been told this well. So I thought that A Star Is Born was fantastic. This is one of the best movies of the year, if not the best movie of the year so far. There are very few negatives. There's a few little sort of tonal shifts, and it's a little bit muddied in the middle, turns a little melodramatic, but it grabs itself just before it falls, and I think that this movie is fantastic. The performances are great, the music's amazing, and I'm going to give A Star Is Born 9.5 out of 10. So there you go, there's my review of A Star Is Born. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, drop your comments down in the section below. Have you seen this movie? If you have, what did you think of it? I thought it was fantastic. It actually met my expectations, and I was very, very happy when I came out of the theatre. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Goodbye.